Hello, lovely, and welcome to Yoga with Carolynne. Today's gentle yoga practice is for neck and shoulder and upper back release. So the prop that you're going to want for today's practice is a yoga strap, but do not fear if you don't have a yoga strap. There are lots of different things that you can use. I don't even own a yoga strap, so I'm going to be using a bathrobe tie today. So grab something nearby that is kind of long and pliable, and that's all you're going to really need for today's practice. So this is a beginner practice, really gentle. Anybody can do this stretch, but I'm going to guide you through my favorite neck and shoulder and front of heart stretch. So if you're feeling like you need a little bit of neck and shoulder release, this practice is for you.
Welcome to Yoga with Carolynne, teaching yoga students how to find more comfort and presence in life through the lessons of gentle hatha and yin yoga, no matter your shape or ability to touch your toes.
All right, my lovely. So making your way into a comfortable seat to be starting today's practice. So maybe that means you have some sort of support underneath of your sit bones in the form of a folded up blanket or a pillow or a few yoga blocks. So really make sure that you are supporting and you're really setting yourself up so that you're not fidgeting or finding any sort of discomforts in your body as you settle onto your yoga mat. And then allow your hands to rest onto your lap or onto your knees, and I'll invite you to bring your eyes to a close. If it doesn't feel comfortable to have the eyes closed, just some softness to the gaze, right kind of below the tip of your nose, will help let yourself arrive. As you settle into this practice, allow your breath to begin to become a bit more prominent. Lengthening out the inhale and the exhale, inviting some softness to sweep across the face. And it might feel good right away at the beginning of the practice to allow the shoulders to come up towards the ears and then roll back down. So if you want, you can do that a few times, leading with your breath. The inhale allows the shoulders to come up towards the ears. The exhale lets those shoulders roll back down. Maybe a few more times. Move with your own breath here. If it helps to release some tension in the physical body, you can let out some sighs as well. Fully and entirely welcoming your physical body, your heart, and your mind right here within your yoga practice. Letting this be your time to release some tension and give yourself some love and care. Taking your last deep inhale. Last exhale out the nose. And then slowly fluttering the eyes open. Then grabbing hold of your strap. And placing the strap in both of your hands so that it's in this really wide position with your arms. And then we'll be moving with your inhales and exhales. So let that be the guide throughout this movement. So on the inhale, allow the hands to come all the way up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, allow the hands to draw back and all the way down towards the floor behind your space. So if you were moving and you kind of were stuck when you made your way back there, just widen your hands. You can have them really, really wide here. There's no perfect position. This is not even a yoga pose. This is something I made up myself. All right, on the inhale, allow the hands to come all the way back up. Keep the shoulders soft. On the exhale, the hands come back down. Just a few more times. If it feels okay, the eyes can come back to a close here as you explore this movement. Let your attention and your awareness really hone into the spots in the body where you feel this. I'm noticing, where do you feel this in your shoulders, across the heart, maybe into the neck? Wherever you are, do one more cycle. Next time you bring yourself forward, place the strap to one side. Allow your hands to come back down onto your knees, and then pause for a second. Notice if the shoulders and the chest and the upper back feel any different. We'll bring some movement into the neck. Allow the chin to drop in towards the chest. On the inhale, roll the left ear towards the left shoulder, finding a stretch on the right side of the neck. I'm mirroring you here. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, drop the chin back in towards the chest, and the inhale rolls the right ear towards the right shoulder. That's your movement. On the exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, roll over towards the other side. The next time you find yourself with the left ear above the left shoulder, pause there and we'll take a few deep breaths here. So you can stay right here. Maybe you found a spot where you really find a lot of sensation and you want to hang out there and really breathe into it. You can move the chin so you don't have to stay in the spot that you've fallen into. You can find a spot where you really find an area that you want to explore. Option 2 would be to bring the right hand down and away from your body so that the fingertips are reaching towards the yoga mat. Option 3 would be to play with the position of that hand, so moving just at the wrist, allowing the fingertips to come up toward the sky. Option 4, to build on top of it, is you can lift up into the left hand, place the left hand on top of the head, and then just gently use the weight of the hand onto the head to find that stretch on the right side of the neck. Wherever you are, whatever position you've chosen with the hands, take 3 really deep, really long breaths. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, if the right hand is out towards the side, bring it back in. If the left hand is on the head, bring it back in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop the chin in towards the chest. On your next inhale, roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Pause there. You know what the options are now, so choose where you'd like to place the hands. Once you do find that position, and taking your 3 deep breaths. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, slowly allow the chin to drop back in towards the chest. Just because it feels good to be really kind to the body. Place one hand on the forehead and then just use that hand to lift the head back up. Beautiful. Making your way onto your hands and your knees. Coming into your tabletop position. Once you make your way into your tabletop position, take just a few rounds of cat and cow pose here. On the inhale, drop the belly down. Gaze looks up towards the sky as you tip your pelvis back. On the exhale, starting at the tailbone, tip the tailbone, spread the shoulder blades wide, tuck the chin in towards the chest. One last time. Beautiful. Coming back into center. Keep the left hand planted. Take an inhale to reach the right hand up towards the sky. On the exhale, that right hand is going to come down and then reaching over towards the left behind that planted left hand. So then you can bring the arm down, the head down, coming into thread the needle pose. Give you a front view just to see what's going on here. So that right hand is reaching out towards the side, the head is down, left fingertips stay planted on the mat as you take 3 deep breaths here, breathing into the upper back. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, pressing into the left hand to inhale, sweep the right fingertips back up towards the sky. And then that top hand comes down. And we'll do that on the other side. That right hand is planted. Take an inhale to reach the left fingertips up. On the exhale, the left hand comes down and then reaches out towards the right behind that planted right palm. Bring the back of the arm, back of the hand down onto the floor. Bring the head down onto the mat. Right fingertips stay pressing onto the floor right in front of your gaze. You can create this kind of little tent with your fingertips. And take 3 deep breaths here. Send those inhales into the upper back. Exhale, soften into the neck. Once you have taken those 3 deep breaths, the right hand plants back into the mat to take an inhale to reach those left fingertips up towards the sky. And the left hand comes back down. From your tabletop position, making your way onto your belly. Once you do make your way down onto your belly, scoot yourself over towards the right edge of your yoga mat. And then reach the left arm out towards the side. Then the right hand comes beside you as you press into that right hand to then roll onto the outer edge of the left side of the body. So you'll notice when I come into this shape, my top leg kind of doesn't really know what to do with itself. So you can bend into that top leg, sole of the foot comes onto the mat with the knee shining up towards the sky. If that doesn't feel good for your low back, you just bend into both of your legs and then stack the knees on top of each other. Let your head come all the way down towards the mat. And then breathe. The eyes can come to a close here as you enjoy broken wing pose. If you've come into this shape and you're wondering what the heck is going on, am I even doing this right? I'll leave a link for a pose tutorial for exactly this pose in the description above and below of this video right now. But otherwise, stay here, stay within the 4 corners of your mat, not only physically, but also awareness-wise. Beautiful, nice and slow. You'll roll off of that side of the body to then bring yourself back onto your belly and then scoot yourself over towards the left edge of your space. Reach the right arm out towards the side, palm is down, arm is down. Left hand comes into the floor to then press into that left hand to come onto the side of the right side of the body. Choosing how you'd like to place that left hand and that left leg. Let your body relax as best as you can here. A relaxed body, relaxed muscles will help with really creating that space and finding that stretch. The ways in which you can find that relaxation in the physical body is with your breath. Let your breath be soft and slow. Not only relaxing the physical muscles, but also allowing the nervous system to switch from maybe a fight or flight response to more of a relaxation response. Tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system. Allowing your release to be really slow here as you bring yourself back onto your belly, back onto the front line of your body. Bring that arm in. Press into the hands and the knees to bring yourself back up into your tabletop position. And then coming back into your comfortable shape, your cross-legged shape, meeting right back where we began. Support your body here as you need to. And then grab hold of your strap again. So we started with the strap, we're ending with the strap. Once you grab hold of that strap, so finding that same position with the arms, so creating that big V with your arms. And then let's just do that movement one last time. Take an inhale to allow the hands to come up towards the sky. On the exhale, the hands drop back and down. Notice if you feel any different in the shoulders. Take an inhale to allow the hands to come back up. Exhale, coming forward. Okay, now let's pause here and then allow the grip of the hands to come in a little bit closer towards each other. So your V is a little bit less wide than it was at the very beginning of the practice. Take an inhale to allow the hands to come up towards the sky. Now this is where you get to explore. So you've loosened up the shoulders here. You have created a little bit of movement in the shoulders so that now this is your time to explore and create space. So the reason that you've got the hands not quite as wide is because you can't really go back anymore, right? Because your hands are not as wide. So you get to explore here in a lot of different ways. So maybe you've already found a shape where you are creating space. Maybe you want to explore by finding some movement, so you can allow the hands to go over towards the left or over towards the right. Another option might be to allow a bend to come into the elbows and kind of pull those elbows back towards the back of your space. So there's lots of different ways that you can explore. Maybe you come into a shape that's completely different than one of the options that I've offered you. But the most important part here is that this is your practice, that you explore in a way that serves your body. So if it feels okay, close your eyes here. Just let yourself be completely immersed in this caring experience of releasing tension, creating space in the front of the heart. Again, movement or stillness is perfectly welcome. Notice if you've begun to kind of tighten up in the jaw or tighten up in the face. Keep it soft. This is yoga. It doesn't have to be so serious. Beautiful. Please take one more inhale. One last exhale. And then slowly coming forward and down with the strap with the hands. Place the strap to one side. Allow the hands to come back onto the knees. Eyes come back to close if that feels okay, and we'll just do 3 of those shoulder circles again. Inhale, allow the shoulders to come up towards the ears. On the exhale, shoulders roll down and back. 2 more times at your own pace. And then pause. Notice, take stock. Enjoying this release in the neck, and the shoulders, the upper back. Knowing that this time that you set aside for yourself is so incredibly valuable and deserved. Let's end the practice with one last breath together, you and I. Inhale. Out the mouth, exhale. If the eyes are closed, opening into the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me during today's gentle neck and shoulders practice. If you enjoyed today's practice, then please give the video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments below. I am always happy to hear about your experience or hear about other videos that might be really helpful for your yoga journey. If you aren't a subscriber to the channel already, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed. It's the best and easiest way for you to help support more free online and accessible yoga. Again, thank you so much for joining me. From my heart to yours. Until next time, namaste.